Hey everyone, Wyatt here from Winnipeg Historical Fencing Club. In this video we're going to look at some of the guards we would use in Regimental Broadsword. So, talking about guards, we need to mention two things first. First, when we're in our L with our feet, everything inside that L is considered the inside. Everything on the outside of that L is considered the outside. This also helps us determine our inside and outside guards and which lines of defense they're covering. The other thing is just with our sword, the edge facing away from us is the true edge, and the one facing towards us is the false edge. So we'll start with the outside guard. I go in my second position, my hilt's going to go around hip height. My sword's going to slope a little bit, with my point sloping towards the left. My point kind of in line with my opponent's right eye. I'm going to turn my edge, my true edge, a little bit to my right, trying to cover that outside line. So my fingernails are kind of pointing downwards here in this position. I'm going to have a bit of bend in my arm, so it's not fully extended. This gives me a bit of power when I do my cuts. So my outside guard looks something like this. So the outside guard covers the outside line, so if we're in an outside guard, you can't really get through that guard very easily. So looking at inside guard, it's very similar. My hand again is around hip height. I'm a little more towards my left side. My opponent's sloping towards my right with my point in line with my opponent's left eye this time. My edge is turned a little more to my left, and my fingernails are kind of pointing upwards this time. Still with a bit of bend in my arm, and this covers my left line. So that's my inside guard. So our inside guard, this one covers the inside line. So my opponent attacks the inside line. I'm fairly well covered. So next we'll take a look at what's called a hanging guard. So my hanging guard, I'm starting on outside. I'm going to raise my hand. My point kind of stays where it is. It doesn't move much. But I raise my hand above my head, and I want to be looking under my sword. I'm going to have a straight arm for this guard. This is a very defensive guard. It covers my head and kind of all sides of my body. So my hanging guard, something like that. So the hanging guard is very defensive. I can defend from multiple cuts to either side with just small movements of the arm. So now we'll take a look at what's called a medium guard. So it's basically a transition place between my inside and outsides. My outside's here, my inside's here, my medium's right in the middle. My point in between my opponent's eyes this time. And it's basically the same position as my inside and outsides, just kind of in the middle. So the medium guard doesn't cover any lines, so that's why it's a bit dangerous. So my opponent can safely cut down the arm, or with opposition, cut to the head on either side. So that concludes this video on the guards. If you're interested in seeing some sparring footage, check out Spider Swordsman on YouTube. Link posted below in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching.